Hey, busy crafters, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is Jessica, and I called you all here today because this isn't a collaboration. This is just, me doing my own stuff. So here is a project number one. We are sticking with the fall because come the 1st, we're doing Christmas. Yep, right there. So what I did is I take that pumpkin that I got from the Dollar Tree and I painted it in my pumpkin orange. And then I painted both back and front. I did not want to really paint the sides, so I just go ahead and take some jute twine that I got from Walmart. And I covered the peduncle as well as I outlined the whole pumpkin just like that. So that being done, I take a lighter and I set on fire. No, I'm kidding. It didn't set on fire. I was just going ahead and taking off the little fuzzies that are on the jute twine. Sometimes I like the fuzzies, sometimes I don't, and this is the one where I really did not want it there. So then I just take some Distress Oxide that I have bought from Amazon, as well as a lot other ink stuff like that, and I just go ahead and make the outlines of the pumpkin, and it looks way darker on film than it actually does in real life. Like I'm staring at it right now, and it looks better in real life than it does on film. Just gonna say that. So then I go on to my Cricut and I cut out this welcome to our patch. That was actually from Cricut Design Space or the Cricut Images. And so I just go ahead and place it on there. And it works out perfectly because, my measuring skills are on par. Normally they're not, but they are this time. And the vinyl is from Amazon. It is a really weird name, and yeah, I just choose not to say it because I know I will sound funny trying to say it, and I will probably butcher it. So the name of the vinyl will be in the description box below. And then I go ahead and take some old leaves that I have from a old garland, and I just go ahead and place that on there. Now this is a what do you call it? This is a multi-project, if that makes sense. And then I put those little curly Q thingies on there. I know they have an official name, but, it's curly Qs to me because, yeah, I'm not official. Anyways, so this is just the first part of this project. And then we're going to do the second part of it and then putting it all together. Unfortunately, I forgot to hit record because I had a lot going on and people were talking to me and I was being distracted. So yeah. So here's the second part of the same project. So I take a little wood plaque that I got from Hobby Lobby and I just go ahead and drill a hole in it. Yeah, so I was showing you in the beginning here the length or from where the screw head is. That's how I measured the, what do you call it? That is where I measured the drill bit. So that's what I was doing there. So then I just go ahead and put a hole in the thing as well as the dowel. And then I just go ahead and screw them together. It was kind of wobbly because I have the screw under it. So then I just go ahead and take some wood barrels that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. And then I just place them down there as feet. Yeah. That's what I did. And I thought, hey, barrels, that's kind of cool. You could do this isn't an apple thing. This is a pumpkin thing. But yeah, it's still a little bit wobbly, but not too bad. It wasn't as bad as, just having the screw hanging there in the middle and it's just, wonky. And then, of course, I put one on the top for, decoration. It looks like a finial and it looks like it's finished. Then I go ahead and wax the whole thing in my antique wax. And I forgot to show you guys putting it together. But this project turned out really cute. I'm keeping it for myself. I actually hid it so nobody could see it and want it. And there you go. I used pumpkins that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're, of course, on sale right now. And some florals. So let me know what you think of this one. Because I think it turned out really cute. And I'm actually keeping this one for myself. So now on to project number 2. So this one is a really cool one. I go ahead and learn this trick from Brenda over at Rustic and Lace DIY. You spritz down the glitter because, You know, my husband hates glitter. It's devil dust. And when you spritz it down with water, it doesn't fly all over the place and anything like that. And I was showing you that it got most of the glitter up. So then I just take the whole thing, I spritz it down with water. I was being impatient. When I chose not to be impatient, everything came off smoothly. But I'm just showing you that I did take everything off. And then I painted the front and the back. And then I go ahead and do the same thing like I did with the pumpkin. And with Jute Twine, I go all the way around the board. Now, I show you it for a little bit, but I'm not going to force you to watch the whole thing because that would be atrocious. So I think I do it one more time. Yeah. And then, because I wanted to make sure that I was on, you know, on frame or in frame. So then I go ahead and burn this one down. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's not burned down. I go ahead and take the fuzzies off as well. And these projects, I really did not want the fuzzies on there. So that's why I burn them off. Normally I do keep the fuzzies on there because it kind of gets a little bit more worn rustic to me. But this time I want it off. So once again, I go onto my handy dandy Cricut and I, not print, I cut that out. And then I just cut in half because I really didn't want to have a really huge piece of, you know, transfer tape that I had to deal with. So what I did here is I did the top first. I actually should have did the bottom first, but the Lord is good. I did not mess this up and it all fit perfectly because I tried to keep a little bit more on the top and then a little less on the bottom so I could put a bow or whatever up there. I decided to go with the bow, but you guys will see here shortly. So then I was like, I should have did the bottom first, but do you see? Turned out perfect. So that made me very, very happy. And then this is also in Cricut Design Space or Cricut Images, and it's theirs. You know, I didn't design it, it was theirs. So I go ahead and take the original cord that was on it originally, and I just cut it down a little bit, and then place it in the back and put a ribbon over the hanger. And then I was like, yep, need something else. So then I found that ribbon at Hobby Lobby last year, I believe. Yeah, it was last year because it was, you know, really cheap. And so, yeah, I bought it. And then I'm using it this year. And I just make a little awareness bow. And there you go. So let me know what you think of this one. This one is actually gone. Yeah, my sister took it. My daughter-in-law took some. My sister took some. And I guess what's left over is what I will decorate my house with. But this one is pretty cute. So I want to take the moment to thank every single one of my subscribers. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart, and you guys are all so special to me. So thank you so much for sticking around and just, you know, supporting this channel. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Okay, so now on to project number 3. Now this one, I actually had these pumpkin or these little trick-or-treat bag or boxes or pails. That's it. We'll call them pails because that's what they are. I had them for a few years because I had this idea a few years ago. And then, you know, I was going to make them a little bit bigger, but I decided I'm not going to do a 4-stack. I'm just going to do a 2-stack. Now, I go ahead and I paint them. And I showed you in the beginning, but now I'm going to paint it with my Waverly chalk paint in white. And I had to do 2 coats. And once that was done, I took my Gorilla adhesive spray and I sprayed it down because, you know, paint and plastic, they're not friends. They don't like each other. So the adhesive spray is forcing them to be around each other. So there's that. And then I just go ahead and put a floral foam in there. I wanted the floral foam to be sticking up a little bit because I wanted more of the flowers to be up out of the bucket, you know. So this one my sister also took as well. Now you notice that I'm putting the florals in there, but I'm not gluing them down. And the reason is because this can double as not only a Halloween decoration, but also a fall decoration as well. Because if you want it to be Halloween, you just, you know, place the ribbon around it in Halloween ribbon, Halloween flowers, and you could put it towards the front with the faces. I was going to cover those faces, but then I was like, this could be, you know, too. My sister ended up taking this, and I told her the, you know, idea and everything, and she was all like, yeah, so that's what, you know, I think she's going to do. Because she decorates for both Halloween and fall. I just decorate for fall and then just want to enjoy my fall all year long. Or not all year long, guys. Like 2 months, 3 months at most. I normally try to do it September 1st. I didn't get to do that. So I am going to be decorating here very, very shortly. And hopefully I can film it and I will go ahead and get that video out. But I can't promise anything. So I put it all together. And then there you go. This is going to be the fall side. I got those little curly cues and I just, I'm saying a lot. I understand that. I'm trying to think. But I got those little curly cues and I glued them as well as twined them together with some floral twine and put them on a floral pick that I wasn't using. So go ahead and follow me on all of my social medias. The description or the links to them will be in the description box below. Okay, now on to number 4, project number 4. Now this one was a pain in the booty. Not gonna lie, but it was worth it. I could not, for the life of me, to get these things to stop rolling. And it was that they wanted to roll a certain way. Like, once they got to a certain point, they always stopped. And then they stopped rolling. Weird, I know. But I fought with it, and then I was actually measuring the pumpkin like that. I was sitting there going, that does not look right. What is wrong with this? Like this, oh, it's supposed to go that way. Dirt. That's the way it's supposed to go. Yeah, genius. So I go ahead and move them closer together. And then I zip tie them. Now, the reason why this was a really big pain in the rear is because hot glue does not want to stick to metal. And I tried being like, well, I'm going to outsmart the hot glue and I'm going to put my Aleene's tacky glue on there. Well, tacky glue takes a little bit while to, dry. And, yeah. I did not have the patience because I wanted to get this video out and I decided to take Thursday off because I just wanted to sit around and be lazy and not have to worry about, crafting or anything like that. The house was pretty clean. Like, if company came over, I wouldn't be embarrassed. So I was like, yeah, I'm just going to take Thursday off. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I enjoyed Thursday. I really did. So then I had to get my husband to help me because I was like, I don't know what to do and I'm going to throw this away. And he's like, no, just calm down, breathe. He is the reason why I don't go totally crazy. I do go crazy once in a while, but he's the reason why I don't go completely crazy. So here I am just going ahead and be like, I'm picking up what you're putting down, babe. I get it. So then I go ahead and do the other one here. And this is what we're doing. We're making the little, he's helping me right there too. And then I had to edit it out, but he put his hand in my camera. I was like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm sorry, were you filming? And I was like, yeah, obviously. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, edit it out. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Nobody wants to see a hairy arm in the camera. But, yeah, he's a great husband. I love him to pieces. Now that I said that, yeah. He was very helpful on this one. He calmed me down and got me, to actually be able to focus on it. Now, this one my daughter-in-law took, turned out very cute. I have one similar to it from last year when we did the turkey collaboration. And so that's not the part. He was helping me there too. Like, he was standing there like, okay. He was making sure that I wouldn't, my attitude wouldn't come back. Because believe it or not, yeah, I can get an attitude sometimes. So right there I wasted all that glue because, the screws and it wouldn't touch it. So I had to go ahead and put it on there. And then, of course, it popped off because, styrofoam, yeah. So it's just floating around in the pumpkin now. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. So then I just take that velvet pumpkin from the Dollar Tree. Everything here came from the Dollar Tree except for the floral flower or the floral foam and the flowers. But the paper towel holders as well as the pumpkin wreaths and that pumpkin all came from the Dollar Tree, as well as the wood. Actually, yeah, the wood came from the Dollar Tree too. The only thing that did not was the foam and the flowers. Yeah, and you could do the flowers as well from the Dollar Tree. I just didn't because I went down the hill and went to Hobby Lobby and bought their flowers because I haven't been into Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby's my jam, and I haven't been in there for a while, and so I felt like I was neglecting them. And so I had to show them that I still cared. And so I bought, hey, anything that helps me sleep at night, all right? Just Mind your business. I'm kidding, guys. Anyways, so I'm just going to go ahead and put everything in there. I also did not glue it down in here, even though you could change out the flowers if you didn't want to. Once again, my daughter-in-law is taking this, so if she chooses to change out the flowers, it'll be kind of hard with that copper pumpkin, but I guess she could rip the pumpkin apart. I don't know. It's on her. You know, that's all her business now. And whatever she decides to do with it, that's on her. So, I mean, if she threw it away, I'd give her the side eye because I would have kept it. But other than that, you know, can't tell somebody what they can and cannot do when you give them something. But a lot of the projects, there's some projects that I have that I do glue the flowers down. And then there's some where I'm just like, well, if somebody wants to change out the flowers, you know, then they can do that. So here I am. There's two different sets. That one has a little bit more purple in it. The other one didn't. And so I'm just showing off, you know, that I got, you know, the two. I'm not showing off like that. Stop. I'm just showing that you can go ahead and mix the two different color flowers and everything comes out actually quite lovely. I was going to use a different color pumpkin, but I only had one of the green pumpkins and I was being selfish and wanted that for myself. So that's why it's not on here, because I had two of the copper. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right. Anyways, back to the project. What I do is I fight with the peduncle for the longest time, and my husband wasn't around, so I had to like calm myself down because he was out there, you know, relaxing, and I can't really be like, okay, my attitude is back, you need to fix it. So I was very proud of myself. I was like, okay, let's see. If I do this, and then I got, you know, I tacked it in the top with some floral foam, or not floral foam. You can't tack it down with floral foam, Jess. I tacked it down with some floral wire on the top, and then it held it together long enough for me to actually get a good starting point going for me to wrap the peduncle in the dark brown macrame cord that I got from Amazon. And then I'm just like, yep, I got this, you know, and so I go ahead and do that. Then I noticed on the side, which is now facing the camera, you can see that they're kind of overlapping each other. They did not want to be the same size. Like this side over here, closest to the glue gun, that one lined up pretty well. It wasn't lined up perfectly, but it was lined up pretty well. The one over by the macrame cord that you see over there is, yeah, it's crazy. And so I was like, it's too pretty to just like, you know, give up on. And so right here I'm fighting with it. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Like, I was like, this is ridiculous. What can I do? And then I get the bright idea of just putting a little bit of the floral wire on it. Mine's bright gold, so you can kind of see it. If it was a darker color, you probably wouldn't see it. So to make it even and make it look like it's supposed to be there, I add some more to the other side. Yeah, that way people are like, oh, there's, you know, two sides of, okay, so it's supposed to be there. Awesome. Even though there's really no gold in there. And then I was going to add that leaf, and I was like, no, this is going to be a double-sided one. So there we go. Let me know what you think of this, the little pumpkin carriage thing, centerpiece, that, you know, I like it. I have one similar to it. It's just not on a carriage, it's on a board. And I actually wrapped mine in twine because I didn't want to wrap this one in twine because that would have taken too long and the video would not have come out. Now on to the final project, project number 5. This one was very easy. This one I actually got from Emily from Farm Charm Chic. I watched her actually make it, and then recently when I was watching one of her videos, I seen that she was using it as her decoration to show off her other projects, and I was like, you know what, I really want one of those. Like, Emily's a genius. So what I did is I just go ahead and I make it. Yeah, because I had that on stash and the candlestick on stash. So what I did is I took a little oval plaque that I got from Hobby Lobby. I did the whole thing in my antique wax from Hello Hobby. Yeah, Hello Hobby. And then I go ahead and dry it. And then I take that little glass candlestick that I got from the Dollar Tree. I wanted to use the white one, but I used the white one in another project. So what I did is I just used this blue one. I had to scrape up the side just a little bit because hot glue and glass are also not friends. And so I scrape it up a little bit. I put my Aleene's tacky glue down, and then I put the hot glue down. And then I just place it on top. Now, yes, I know it's Cricut, okay? I do. I was crafting all day Friday for this, for this. And so I was like, I need to get it done. I need to get it done. And that's what I did. And then I just placed some heavy stuff on it and let it sit there. And then there you go. You have a very cute, inexpensive riser because you can get both of those from the Dollar Tree. Not as thick as the board, not as thick. But you can get both of them from the Dollar Tree and make yourself a cute little riser. Or you could go to Hobby Lobby and, have to give up a kidney for a riser. So that's on you, whatever you guys want to do. So here's the final reveal of everything. This was actually quite hard to get everything in because there was a lot of bigger projects. So, yeah. So there's the long board, and there's my little pumpkin carriage that is now my daughter-in-law's. And the long board that is my sister's. There is the Topiary that my sister also took. My cute little riser that I'm so proud of. Thank you, Emily, for the idea. And more of the pumpkin carriage. Yeah. Because, that one was a pain in the booty, and I was very proud of it. But here is my favorite one. That one I love. And that one I'm keeping, and I have exactly the most perfect place for it at the bottom of my stairs in my foyer. So that is where that's going to go. So I see that 87% of you is watching the videos but not subscribing. Come on, guys. What you waiting for? Please subscribe. You won't regret it. Or you might, but I wouldn't regret it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, for clicking on this video. Thank you for being a part of my YouTube family. And I appreciate every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. Until I see you on the next one, God bless you and have a wonderful week. Bye.